to the channel. Usual Wednesday morning rigmarole. Right, this video I'm going to have a bit of a talk about how I run my Rangy and how I'm trying to reduce the costs at the minute, especially with the way the price of fuel is. So over the last few weeks I've been putting in £100, just over 100 quid each week in diesel, and running this Range Rover around, it's costly, but I need it. So how am I going to utilise my vehicle and not pay the fuel is what I've been trying to think and what I've been trying to do for the last few weeks, and I think I've come up with a solution. Well, I have come up with a solution. What I am doing at the minute is just using this for work where it's needed, and for daily running around I've been using something else. There was... Where's she going? She's not moving now. There was an idea a few weeks ago. There's a thing called Cherry in the UK, and people will know what I'm on about. Was it worth running on Cherry? And at the moment, the price of Cherry the way it is, it's £1.40.50 a litre, and normal diesel's £1.80. What's the fucking point? You get to a thing where there's no saving to be had there. So I've gone down a few different paths of trying to figure out how I can reduce my fuel bill and my running costs in general. We've got a recession coming. I can definitely feel the recession coming. I'm being squeezed. So it'll be interesting to see how businesses are going to survive, especially small businesses like me that are still in startup period. How are we going to survive the recession that's coming? So I'll show you one of my ideas of what I've had, and I will post that in now. Right, this is the solution I've come up with. It's a Triumph 1300 front wheel drive. It is 1967 or 8, I believe. I can't remember offhand, it's one of the two. And yeah, this is my new daily driver. I've been out and bought this. You can pick these up for around £2,000 up to about £8,000, depending on what condition they are, but in a drivable condition on road, they're about £2,000. If you go and buy a showroom one, yeah, you can pay £8,000, but that defeats the object. If it's showroom and you're using it as a daily drive, you're just going to lose value in the vehicle. So you're not going to, what you're saving fuel, you're going to lose in devaluation of your vehicle. So I bought this about 4 weeks ago now, and I've been using it every day as a daily driver just to get about, really. If I'm nipping around here, there and everywhere, I just take this. It costs me nothing to tax it, next to nothing to insure it, and it doesn't have to have an MOT. Tax and MOT exempt, so it's the idea I went down. I need to get another vehicle that's going to save me fuel, but it couldn't be too expensive that I needed to pay for another lot of insurance, another lot of tax, another lot of MOTs, roadworthiness, etc., that it becomes obsolete and I might as well just put the diesel in. But at the minute, over the last few weeks, I've managed to halve my fuel bill in my Range Rover from 400 up a month to about 200 a month, and that 200 a month saving easily pays for this vehicle, and it's fine. It's a usable classic car. It's not integrating it, but it does what I need it to do. Mechanically, it's pretty good, and they're easy to fix. They're cheap to repair. They're not. Anyone can mess with one of these vehicles. It's not buying something stupid that you can't use, i.e. go and buy an electric car and you get the equivalents, you know, no tax, low insurance, but then you've been out and spent 50 grand or something stupid on an electric car. What's the point? So this is my solution, and I'm surprised that not many other people are on this at the same time, because you can buy these usable classics now for not much money. You don't have to spend 10 grand to go and buy one. I'd pay, like say, I won't tell you what I paid for this, but you can pick them up for around £2,000. And yeah, she is mint. Everything works on it, everything drives, goes through all the gears, no power steering, but she's easily a usable classic car that you wouldn't have to spend that much money on. And like I say, I have half my fuel bill. So the £200 saving, I'm putting 30 quid, if that, in this a month in fuel, and it costs me, I think it's 20 quid a month to insure it, which is pennies really. So I'm saving about £150 plus a month by running this second car, and it costs me nothing to run. So in theory, this car is only going up in value as well. It's only going one way. They're not going down, they're going up. So by buying something like this, spending money, I am now saving myself a small fortune in diesel. So this is my little solution to my fuel bill and the recession that's on its way. So it'll be an interesting idea. I'm going to run this for a few months, see what happens, see if I can reduce my bills anyway. And this is my little idea. And I'm surprised, like I say, anybody else hasn't gone off and thought about doing these, because they're not expensive, they're relatively cheap to run. It's a little 1300 petrol engine, no messing, easy, nice and easy to drive, and I do like driving it, in all fairness. It's not like the Range Rover. If you want to go out with comfort, go with the Range Rover, but if you want to actually do some driving, proper gear changes, take this. And like I say, it costs me nothing in fuel. I've done just shy of 1,000 miles in this in about 3-4 weeks. So considering what I would have put in fuel in the Range Rover doing those kind of miles, it's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. It's just a shame that I can't tow 3.5 tonne with this. If I could tow 3.5 tonne with it, I'd be using this all the time. But unfortunately, I can't, so that's where I'm up to. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'm sure I'll see you again soon, but that's just my little solution for the expensive fuel bills that we've got to come. So, see you on the next one.